The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pair's name. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone, and Dave here. Ed and Dave with you. Let me just slide that over a little. That looks good. Looks good. The end of July, Dave.
Oh.
On the first airing, it's July 30th. Oh, that's something else we should talk about? Oh, let's do our top of the show things. But I want to talk about the channel in Albany.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to write that down right there. But we are looking at Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw. Oh, that's that Fast and Furious mess, isn't it?
They are presenting Hobbs and Shaw this time, the Fast and Furious. They're not presenting, what's his name? Who's the guy, Dom there. I think that's his character's name.
I haven't seen any of them, so I couldn't tell you
Who's the
anything
bald-headed guy who's in...
Not Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Oh,
They're
is
not presenting him. He got a little pissed that he was left out of the Hobbs and Shaw
Oh, did he?
portion of this as they branch out on their own.
Huh. All right. Well, I was unaware of this kind of a feud thing going on there.
And DORA.
What's a DORA? The
You know,
Explorer?
The Explorer.
Okay.
Only in this one, she's live action and a teenager.
She have a boyfriend?
I don't know. She has a monkey. She's got a monkey in here. I think she had a...
chimpanzee minky.
Did she have a monkey in the cartoon?
I never saw the
think so.
cartoon.
You didn't watch your PBS?
No.
I saw they were appealing for our funds again as they put a Bee Gees special on. And in between, You Should Be Dancing, they popped on and told us how we should be supporting PBS for $10 a month, and you'll get this special promotional item, a CD
Ooh.
of the Bee Gees, which you could buy for $5. and if you get it on PBS, it's going to cost you $10 a month. So,
Yeah, every once in a while I'll flip through and I'll see they'll have a special. It'll be My Music, and you'll see. Last couple times I flipped through and saw that. I flipped on and there was Peter Noon from Herman's Hermits going, "There's a kind of hush all over the world," and everyone in the audience going like this. Not at the same. One's going this way, the other pieces go that way. Back and forth, back and forth. And then I look at I'm going, boy, Peter Noon, for a guy from the 60s, is still looking pretty good, except the show was like 17 years ago. So he's probably, not so good.
I did see similar, it must have been the same type of show. I saw Daydream Believer.
The Monkees.
Of course, he's been going at least 5 years, right? Davy Jones, more or less.
I don't know why 2012 is sticking in my head. It might not be that long ago, but I think I'll just look it up. You talk.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 2012, but that could be a long time ago.
Yeah, he kicked off the show, the oldies show. At least he was singing. When they brought on the Spinners or one of these 60s groups, you could tell there was one original spinner in there in the back, sort of. And of course, they all knew. They even had Jefferson Starship or Airplane.
Well, Airplane's long gone.
Yeah.
That's the 60s band. And I think even into the 70s. And then they became Airship in the 80s. And Marty Ballin, I think he died. Grace Slick. And then the new guy, I can't think of his name.
Whoever was singing the Grace Slick part was about 24 years old. So, and that was, 10 years ago for the special. Did we find out?
Yes, February of 2012.
Oh, dear.
He's been gone Almost 8 years, Ed.
What did he have? A heart?
He had a heart
issue?
attack.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. He's out racing, doing his horses, out with his horses, and then he experienced shortness of breath.
Oh no.
And then he experienced death.
Was he early? He experienced that. Was he early 60s, maybe?
66.
Oh, okay.
The youngest of the Minkies.
Oh.
And then Peter Tork not too long ago.
Seemed very healthy, though. He was always thin. And
Yeah, what can you do?
yeah, so let's see. But we wanted to mention programming notes for the city of Albany
Ooh.
with the show. Remember, for years, people couldn't see our show in the city of Albany? Because, you don't remember that.
No.
Of course, we used to drop this show off at the Albany Library a long, long time ago. That's where it went out all over.
That was the tapes, the big tapes. Wasn't it the big 3/4 inch
VHS
tapes you would give to them physically? Here's this gigantic tape that weighs a lot.
Bob and John, you would give it to.
Bob and
down
John. Those are names from the past, yes.
So at some point, who knows how long now, 10 years, 15, they broke off from the Albany Troy, Lake George gets it, and they said they're going to do their own Channel Albany, only for Albany. All the folks who want to do their own shows and things. Unfortunately, it only was up for about 2 months before it went under. And all kinds of problems for years. They want the producers of shows to go down to the Albany meetings to get the channel back up. And finally, something happened where they just gave up. What is that flying around
In front of the main camera. You just see it, now it's sitting.
It's Jeff
right
Goldblum.
There. That's a big Jeff Goldblum.
It's a giant fly, which he's got to get off of that. That's our main camera.
Someone definitely saw that going through.
Right, there he goes. Now get out of there.
Come back. All right, go ahead.
As long as he didn't sit on the camera. So apparently now the city of Albany, that failed their own thing. So they're feeding in the Schenectady feed into the city of Albany now. So the city of Albany will see our show at the times from Schenectady. I'm going to call up for a fly swatter.
You're going to need Terminex to come down here.
So that's good because now I think they show our show 3 times in Schenectady. So city of Albany, Albany, Troy, everywhere else only once.
Oh,
The show. And really, I don't know what's going on with the Albany. We have to send our show to Rochester now via the computer. And there's not a lot of shows on there. Anyway, why don't they sneak in the Schenectady channel onto the Albany and send it all over? That's my suggestion.
So you send this to Rochester.
I try to do it. I can't do it. I send it to Schenectady, and they send it on to Rochester for me.
And what does Rochester do with it? How are they involved in this scenario? Are they showing it in Rochester?
Well, that is the main charter area, and that's where things are sent out. So what they do is you send it to Rochester, they send it back to Albany.
What is this? What is this, a state agency?
Don't ask me why that goes on. But thanks to the folks and Katie down at Proctor's who send our show off for us because
only to get it back. Maybe they watch it to make sure it meets with their standards.
Well, we used to drop off the DVDs to Highbridge Road in kind of Niskayuna, wherever that is there, but they closed that down. So no more studio there if you get a show on. That's why the religious guy after us apparently is not as computer savvy as I sort of am, and he couldn't even get his show over to Proctor, so there's nothing on after. Now, a couple of weeks ago, because they didn't show the correct show on the 4th of July, you had a whole hour block of the media zone.
Whoa!
Did you happen to catch that, Dave?
It's like the Teletubbies. It's like repeat, play it again. I don't know. I don't watch the show.
We had the correct show, and then the show that was supposed to be on the last week. A whole hour. I sat there and enjoyed it. I don't know if anybody else was. That's what I always wanted to do, show the current show at 7 and last week's show at 7:30 in Albany because they only show it once. So I don't know if we can pull that off, but we'll see.
All right, well, now that we killed 10
Anyway.
minutes.
This is why you don't need 3 films anywhere. We sit here and gab, and we hope you enjoy it at home. If you don't enjoy it, tell us, and we'll do something else. We have a lot of things we could be talking about here. What did we just talk about for 10 minutes? Could you tell me?
The Albany channel, and sending stuff out to Rochester. And
Okay.
they're coming back, and where it's in Lake George, and whatever.
I think there was something before that, too.
Yeah,
but-
well, you're talking about how Vin Diesel's mad.
Oh, that's right, yeah, okay.
So we get into that first film?
Oh, yeah, let's get into that.
Are we all set
finally.
with the stills there? Fast and
Stills.
Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Isn't it like Calvin and Hobbes or something? Some kind of cartoony
That was
thing?
a cartoon.
This stars, now Hobbs and Shaw is what? Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham.
Yes.
But Vanessa Kirby is getting top billing for some reason.
Huh.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and read this.
Oh, okay, this is right. I screwed up the title on this.
Oh.
This should be...
There
there
you
it
go.
is.
Ever since hulking lawmen, Hobbs, and loyal agent of America's diplomatic security service and lawless outcast Shaw, a former British military elite operative, first faced off in 2015's Furious 7. 7? What is this, the 8th or 9th or 10th? What is this? The duo have swapped smack talk and body blows, as they've tried to take each other down. But when cybergenetically enhanced anarchist Brixton gains control of an insidious biothreat that could alter humanity forever and bests a brilliant and fearless rogue MI6 agent who just happens to be Shaw's sister. Ooh. These two sworn enemies will have to partner up to bring down the only guy who might be better than themselves. Rated PG-13 for a prolonged sequence of action and violence, suggestive material, and some strong language. I think that's Idris Elba.
Yes.
Also in there. Don't yell, even though, as your mic go off, is that why you're yelling?
Yeah, I'm running out here for a moment.
Oh, where are you going? Do I have to carry the show now?
You know.
This is so unlike me. I don't know what to say. Oh my God. I just, I'll just be quiet.
I was looking for something.
No, don't talk, because I'm sure we can't hear you from over there. But once again, we have another massive, action-packed Fast and Furious with some horrifically unbelievable sequences of action, which make no sense and defy physics. But that's what makes these films entertaining to those who have seen them. I'm not one of them. Have seen none of them, actually. But I don't know how many of these there are. Is this the 8th? No, 2015. So there's got to be at least 2 or 3 more between them.
There was 7. I think that was the last Paul Walker one.
7 and 15? I gotta look this up. He's been dead for 30 years, hasn't he?
And then I think there was one after that. The Fate of the Furious, which would be 8. I'm thinking this would be 9, although it's its own thing here. What I ran off to try and find was I did buy the Fast and Furious collection, Dave. Not because I like the movies at all, but it came in a very cool rubber tire. And it was pretty cheap. And do you think I could find that
No.
in the pile where I'm pretty sure it is? No, I couldn't find it.
Paul Walker died in 2013. So I guess it's reasonable that the 2015 film had him in it.
Yeah.
Especially if they use like old footage that maybe hit the cutting room floor.
Yeah, he didn't finish. I think they brought his brother in to do some, and then some CGI to patch it up there.
Oh. So 9 of these.
I haven't gotten to the point where I'm so bored I'm going to start the Fast and the Furious franchise yet. But if you have nothing to do when you retire and you'd like to come off,
I would rather just pick my nose.
We'll see. They're pretty bad, I believe, and I don't like cars, so I don't know why I would even bother. But DORA and the Lost City of Gold with Isabella Moner, Benicio del Toro,
Oh God.
Ava Longoria, and Danny Trejo. Having spent most of her life exploring the jungle with her parents, nothing could prepare Dora for her most dangerous adventure ever, high school.
Oh, that sounds worse than a forest.
Always the explorer, Dora quickly finds herself leading Boots, her best friend, a monkey. Diago, a mysterious jungle inhabitant. I think he was a little boy, as far as I remember. And a ragtag group of teens on a live-action adventure to save her parents and solve the impossible mystery behind a lost city of gold. Rated PG for action and some impolite humor.
I'm guessing Benicio del Toro would be the voice of the monkey because
Does the monkey talk?
I think it does.
Oh.
And I'm also using that because I've seen the monkey and I haven't seen him. So I'm going to say he's the voice of the monkey. But having said that, I rewatched The Wolfman not too long ago.
That was on HBO. You still have your free HBO?
No, that ended a couple days ago.
Okay.
But I was watching that and I realized he cannot act. He's awful.
Huh.
He's just not. I don't know how this guy. I mean, I suppose in some quirky films he'd be okay, but if he's trying to be a dramatic lead, he's not. No, he can't do it. That's got to be him. Because we still haven't seen him, Ed.
The monkey talks like a Spanish guy who can't act. Is that what they're doing?
Well, monkeys aren't expected to be good actors, so he fits the bill perfectly.
He's not the villain, maybe? Have we seen?
Well, we haven't seen him yet. I'm waiting to see him. Show Benicio del Toro.
Can we ask Alexa or whoever I have on my phone?
I'll just do Dora and see if he's the voice of Minky.
Oh.
Chimpanzee.
I'm going to say he was put last there, so maybe he is. I don't think the monkey should be talking in a live action, Dora.
Well, aren't all the lions talking in The Lion King?
That's different. That's a real film. A photo-real film.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Well, it's probably going to say the name of the character, which would be...
The monkey is Boots. See who's playing Boots.
It says Swiper, voice. So he's just doing a voice.
Huh. He's not Boots, though.
Boots is Danny Trejo.
Oh, jeez.
But well, okay. I was sort of right, sort of wrong. He's not playing the monkey, but he's only doing voice acting in this film. Whoever Swiper is.
As bad as the thought of Benicio doing the voice of the monkey, Danny Trejo is even more disturbing. That's the voice they got for a cute little monkey?
That would make me think that monkey is a murderer, a killer, a vile and disgusting beast of the forest. Because that's kind of the characters Danny Trejo plays.
Yeah, well, that voice doesn't fit a monkey unless maybe he's doing some real acting.
But, I don't mind Danny Trejo. I've seen him in some comedy series. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he can act.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
Let's see what's on...
DVD, I'm sorry, video. I can't do that anymore. This was just out.
This was out just before the summer. 3 months, I'm going to say.
Okay. This is the one where they become lovers?
Yes.
Okay.
She's running for office or something, and he's helping her, a childhood friend, and they get together.
Okay.
And it got fairly decent reviews, but that doesn't, stop it from showing up 3 months later.
I recently saw a film called The Door in the Floor.
Oh, no. I've seen that one, Dave.
You have seen that?
Yes.
It had Mimi Rogers.
Jeff Bridges.
Yes.
Is in that. That's not who you're going to talk about.
No, but Mimi Rogers is not a shy woman. Standing there in all of her glory with her heaping helpings of tracts of land. Now, all natural.
Yes.
And not bad for her age at the time, which was like almost 50.
Uh-huh.
And I just thought of that when I saw Charlize Theron. No, sorry.
Was she posing for an artist, and she was on some kind of wheel, like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and she went around?
Yes. Well, he turned her around.
He turned her around to get different views.
Yes.
And we got all the views.
We got all the views. And it wasn't like a quick shot. We're staring there for a while. And I don't know why Charlize Theron reminded me of that, because they don't look anything alike.
That just popped into your head.
It just popped into my head.
Luckily, she's not on the nude or not game we'll be playing soon.
Because I just gave away the answer.
Yeah, that was quite a scene there. That's 4 stars on Mr. Skin for that.
Interesting film. I will say that. Ugly Dolls. A sing-along edition, Ed.
Sing along with songs that nobody knows or have heard of, but they're in Ugly Dolls. I don't know. Did they use familiar songs in that?
I have no idea, but I personally am offended by the use of the word ugly. I don't think that's a word we should be using.
That's what they're called, but I'm sure it's an uplifting story about being different is good.
Well, maybe they should just call it different dolls.
Right. Or facial differences, as that one kid who was deformed, as we used to call it. And or that Rocket or something, I forget the name of that.
Yeah,
Kid there.
Quatermass and the Pit. Brian Donlevy is a real actor. What happened? How did he make these?
These are earlier Hammer films. I've never seen these.
I've never heard of them.
I've seen pictures of one that looked like a grasshopper type monster. I don't think I see him here. But I'm thinking early 60s or maybe even 50s.
What is the Quatermass? Is that like the name of the character? Is
That
he like
is-
some kind of a globe-trotting adventurer?
He's-
Like Alan Quatermain?
Yeah, I think he is a scientist or something.
Huh.
I'd like to see these.
Brian Donlevy.
There's a 50s buxom babe, as they called them. You
Yes.
could call them that then. I know we can't say that now.
Why not?
You know, current
I
situation.
don't know. Well, see.
But nice artwork on that. And then the pits. Oh, I think this is the second one is where the guy comes back from space and he has a space fungus. And it was basically what they ripped off for a local film. I can't think of his name now, but I think he basically ripped off this film. Project Declassified was the rip-off version. If you want to see that. Joe Bagnardi, that's the name of him.
Lust for a Vampire.
Another Hammer film, which has not been on Blu-ray. I must have seen this once, but I can't remember it.
Devils in Female Bodies.
It looks like we have some of the old early mid-60s lesbian scenes I'm seeing suggested down there.
Their embrace is the kiss of death for man or vampire. I think that's what it says. No, it says woman.
Yeah, it should say woman.
Yeah, I can barely read that from this distance, being of advanced age.
Not just the picture I got. I think no one could see that at any age.
The
Do you remember the Reptile?
I don't, but that's an awful rendition of it.
Another Hammer film, first time on Blu-ray. The Dreaded Curse of the something Sancto.
Korang, Sancto?
Turned her into a slithering snake.
But Ed, aren't all women slithering snakes?
They can be.
Oh.
I think this was a sort of decent makeup, which is mostly a mask, I think, on the face, except for the bottom part.
Okay.
I'll find out. I'll probably get this. I've never seen it.
All right. Do you have Reptilicus? I want Reptilicus.
I think I have Reptile.
I gotta have that.
You gotta have it?
I want to, well, so I can watch it.
Body at Brighton Rock. I almost passed right by this, but you remember about 3 months ago I put the wrong trailer on for a film.
Oh, okay.
And it was supposed to be the girl in the woods who's lost and she runs into bears and I don't know what I put. It was the same title though, but an earlier film. This one did look interesting. The girl lost in the woods with the bear.
That's it.
That's it.
Ooh.
You know, we got a bunch of material to do. Next time we have to get right to it.
Maybe we'll start with the material instead of us just blabbing on about Vin Diesel not liking people. And
because we do have we're bringing back the Nude or Not game, and we do have some recent deaths to get to.
yes.
And a couple of things I have over here we can talk about. And then my entire list of things I didn't get to yet, but we'll get to.
All right. Shall we do the game?
Do the game here.
Game. It's the Poster Pairs game, folks, where you, this is it right here, where you have sent us an email with 2 numbers from 1 to 6. And what I'm going to do at this juncture is select one of these, and we're going to see who it is. And I got 2, Ed. I'm going to take 1.
Okay, only one comes out.
That's right. It's David Mattison, and he selected 2 numbers, 4 and 6. Now, the way this game works is basically what I've just done. Pick out a name, look at the numbers, and we're going to pick those numbers. We're going to reveal what's behind them, and if they match, you win 2 free movie passes. And if you're right, spin the wheel, which he did. If it matches, we're going to take this wheel, spin it, and you could win up to 6 tickets. Pretty exciting stuff, isn't it? Here we go. 4 and 6.
Turn 6 now.
I can turn 6. I can reach without hurting myself.
Oh!
Poppers!
Wow, the poppers!
Oh, we're gonna make you clean up this area. Poppers. Which camera are we popping into?
The main one.
All right, go ahead.
I wish that fly was up there. We could just shoot him off of there.
So he just won 2 tickets.
2 tickets.
Now the wheel, because he said spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Here it comes.
Whew. Oh, that smells.
It smells good. Oh, that smells great. Oh, that's so good.
And because I'm right-handed, I'm going to spin it.
All right, you spin it.
And we're going to get it so it's in your shot. Where are you? There.
Yeah, I don't care.
Can you peek around to the wheel? There, okay.
Is this where I'm supposed to be staying like this?
I'm going to cut to this shot, so we want to see you.
Okay, well, don't make me move too far. This is kind of hurting my back. But go ahead.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be a good one. Let's see what he's going to win. What is that? 1?
1? Is it 1? It's 1.
It is 1.
Oh, he lost 1.
So he did lose 1, but that's too bad. But that's what you do when you take a chance. You could lose all of them, so he didn't do that.
Right.
And you could keep your 2, or you could get 4, 1, 0s, and then the big 6 up there.
There's only 1 of the 6.
There's 1 6 and 2 4s, it looks like. So he did lose 1, but that's okay.
But he can at least go to the movie himself. I'm not. You know what? Do I have to reveal the other ones?
No, not
because we
for
saw
the
that it matched.
Winner. Yes.
Yeah. But there you go. So if you want to enter and possibly win, as David did, and then possibly lose, as David did, so man can win and lose at the same time. Send an email to mediazone95@gmail.com. That's mediazone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We will select your entry. Well, I can't guarantee we're going to select it. We're going to select an entry. If it happens to be yours and the numbers match, well, like you just did, you could win 2 free movie passes. And if you're right, spin the wheel. We'll do that again. You could win 6. That could be a big coup. 6, Ed.
6.
That's worth like what? $100.
Yeah, you figure it's good for,
Well, if it's the $16 one, that's $96.
I think the nighttime regular show is maybe $15.
All right.
So it's covered for that or the matinee, not the RPX.
Oh,
you got to pay a few bucks to go to that one.
Oh, so it's still close to $100 though. 6 of them, $90 for $15 each. Oh my God!
Yeah.
What a budget!
What a budget on this show. All right, we're getting close to the end. We want to sign off properly. We promise you next time we're going to get to the nude or not game or the celebrity deaths or some of the other things I have here. We'll make sure we're not gabbing the whole time. Although we hope we provided you with some fun gab, whatever we were talking about for that first 10 minutes.
You give great rap, Ed.
Yeah, that's what Beverly D'Angelo said when we were working. Hey, that's a story. Let me write that. We haven't told that story in a long time, have we?
No.
That'll be something fun to look forward to next time.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.